Hello there, this is the VW 2018 Polo GTI, which you can get for 25,520 euros in its basic configuration. It might not be the biggest, it might not have the biggest package, but it sure as hell does use its strategy wisely to create a lot of fun while driving with the car. In this video we're going to look at the exterior, go about all of the details. We're going to go into the interior, talk very in-depth should you still get the car. We're going to take it for a quick spin, and then the next video, which you can check up on the right hand corner right there, we're going to take it onto the Autobahn and see it. So let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to look at is the exterior. You can get this beautiful car in 7 different colors. This one is the default one which it comes with the GTI version, which is the red and also the black stripes and black secondary color, which in my opinion is just the best thing you can get for it, because also in the inside you do have the black and red finishes to it. First of all, we have this beautiful VW in silver and black coloring, also Volkswagen as the Germans would say. We also have the beautiful GTI logo in here, which you can only get if you have a GTI vehicle, or you buy it from a second-hand, a non-GTI version, which is just going to be a cheap shit. Then you have these beautiful lights, which you have this beautiful light strip going through here, which is the daytime light, which is absolutely stunning, because when you drive in front of it and you look to the back, you just have this thing beautifully lit up, and also with your blinker in there as well. Down here you can see there's these small little like chrome kind of finishes in there, which are also hexagons, which you can also see down here and up here, which are absolutely stunning. They go all throughout the car, which is beautiful, and just in general I think this looks beautiful with the red light or the red line which goes through the whole light and also up in the front, which just looks amazing. Then you can obviously see we also have all these black touches down here. Everything is obviously in black, which would be in chrome otherwise. You also have these hexagon down here as well, which are also in the light, which provide intake towards the intake, or air towards the intake. Okay, let's move on to the side. You can definitely see these beautiful aerodynamic add-ons. Well, I don't know if they're very aerodynamic, but obviously very nice with these little curves in there. It looks beautiful, just makes the car look a little bit more sporty in general. We do have winter tires on there because it's obviously winter, and what do you do in the winter? You put winter tires on. What you have in here, you can get these. You can get this cap in different sizes. So the wheel actually comes in 17 default or standard, and then you can get it into 18 inches, which is this one. And you also can get this logo in here, which stays horizontal, just like in a Rolls Royce, if you get that optionally. Down here you can also see the brake calipers. Those are disc brakes, which are all around the car, so 4 in total, which is great for a car that only weighs 1,355 kilograms. So this is also default or standard in red, which is also pretty amazing. Then we also up here obviously have the GTI logo with that nice little red and also chrome finish, which is beautiful. Just some taillights in general, beautiful Volkswagen logo on there, absolutely stunning. And just some aerodynamic, well not aerodynamic, but these little curves just makes it look so stunning. And also in the back you obviously have the tinted window in there, which is nice as well. So let's move further to the back. We do have the fuel cap in here, which the tank is 40 liters, which is quite big, and with the average consumption of 5.9 liters or 6.1 liters, it's pretty good considering that. But obviously if you drive a little bit sportier, you can get up to 10 liters depending on how you drive. So let's go into the back, which actually looks pretty nice in my opinion. Obviously could use a little bit of a touch in there. For instance, the lights, I'm not the biggest fan of those because they just look a little bit fat in my opinion. Nothing against fat, but it looks pretty good. So obviously just light in general, nothing special on that. Then moving down, you always have, you have these wonderful hexagon type of intakes, which are all covered. There's nothing, well, I mean, they're not intakes because they're in the back, so they don't provide anything, but just makes it look a little bit nicer. And you also have LED, which covers up the license plate. Obviously you can't see the license plate because it's censored. And then here you have your dual exhaust, which are, oh, not fake, beautiful, not fake. And that's the general outside. Obviously you have the trunk, which we're going to quickly open. You can have 355 liters in there, absolutely 355 liters. If you flip it over, you have, I think, 1,155 liters of volume in there, which is pretty nice. And you also have this cover up here where you can just put some stuff on there. And then also you have this black spoiler up here, which also looks pretty nice. I'm not the biggest fan of an antenna, for instance, on the other car, which is a default Polo. Thing just flew straight off. But that's the outside. Let's get into the inside. Okay, we got the beautiful inside in here, so we're gonna take a quick look at that. Ooh, it's tight in here. What do we have? We have everything in red, like I said. That's the default, which comes in the inside with all these red stitches in here, also down by the gear lever, and also on your seat and on these default seats or the standard seats, which you can get actually, if I'm not mistaken, 15 different holsters in here, upholsters. And this is just the default one, which looks, in my opinion, pretty nice. And again, red and black just completely fits in with the outside with the red and black, and it looks beautiful. We got beautiful, well, in my opinion, it looks beautiful. I always say that. Material plastic on the sides, which is not the greatest, pretty cheap in there in my opinion, but this very nice, makes very high quality red and black interior, looks stunning. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is leather up here, which also has very high quality. You got a beautiful 8.5 inch or 10 inch, I'm not too sure, monitor, which is very nice, and also has that like hand sensoring, which is pretty cool. So the closer you get hand sensoring in there, and it's very nice. You also have ambient lighting going in here. It's just a white color, you can't change the color sadly, but at night it looks pretty good. Down below you obviously have the air conditioning. The thing is about the air conditioning, I do like that it does have buttons and switches, which in my opinion is just better to have instead of those touch screens, for instance, that BMW has. Not nice. It doesn't have automatic climate control, so you can't actually you can't see anywhere what the temperature is. You have to manually adjust it and see if you like it or not. On the steering, on the gearbox, you have parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport. You can change it into different modes in the actual display. And on the left, you have automatic start and stop function. You have traction control, your modes, which you can change: individual, normal, eco, sport, and that's basically it. And also your parking sensors. Handbrake down here. One thing I absolutely hate about this car is the hexagon shaped holders for your bottles. Nothing fits in there. I've never seen a hexagon bottle. Up here you have a good amount of space. You can put some stuff in there, goes pretty far, but there's also a thing in the middle for which holds your cups, but you can obviously take that out as well. Steering wheel, very nice, different from the default Polo, which there's also a video up there if you want to check out the default Polo review, with the GTI stitching on here, or GTI logo, and it's a very high quality leather as well, which is very nice. You can get a digital cockpit. This one does not have the digital cockpit, which is unfortunate, but that's basically it. The windows also go all the way down, unlike in the back, so you can't actually go out and say, whoa! You can't do that, unlike in the back. But you also have the red in here. Up here you have a little bit of space for for your glasses, whatever you want. SOS logo and also some lights. And that's basically the inside. Let's go into the back and see how comfortable it is. Well, hello there. Let's look at the back. First of all, it's pretty big. Leg space, definitely good, apart from if you have somebody who's like 6'4" or 1.90 m tall. You got plenty of space in here. You could even go back a little bit, and it's nice in general, even for the person beside you. You do have a lot of headspace actually, not bad at all. I'm 5'10" and I can easily sit in here, or 5'11" actually. So it's great considering that. Also you have the same upholstery as in the front, which also has these kind of seats which are a little bit more conformed to your body, which is actually pretty nice. You can also put some seat for your children in there. So comfortably, it's actually, it's very comfortable, yes. Definitely comfortably comfortable, never matter. And also the red stitching, you got them everywhere. Beautiful. I would have loved to see a little bit of red stitching on the actual seatbelt. That would have been pretty nice. But it's sad it doesn't have that. Then, hello? Sadly, you don't have anything which you can fold over to put your arm on or put some, get some water in there, whatever you want. But it's a sport car. You also have a little bit, well, not a sport car, but it's a fun car, I'd say. You also have space in here where you can put some, I don't know, a map, if you still use a map, 1980 or something like that. You have 2 USB-C types in here, which are pretty nice because not many cars actually have that. Usually you have ventilation in here, which you can obviously get in the most cars. Sound system in the back, also a very good sound system considering how cheap the car is, in my opinion. Okay, the windows, let's see actually if they go all the way down or not. Well, that's not great. It's pretty nice. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, why would you? It's just one thing I really hate about smaller cars is you can't go all the way. Like, why can't they go all the way down? It's just stupid. But that's one thing I'm not a big fan of. Other than that, it's actually very comfortable in the back. You got lots of great space. You also have a light fixture up here, which you can toggle off and on by pressing in the roof, which is not the greatest thing. But other than that, very nice. Got a good amount of boot space in there as well. So pretty comfortable in my opinion. Let's take it for a spin and look at the engine. Let's take a quick look under the engine. I'm quickly gonna pull the lever down here and that pops. And then actually, you don't actually have to look up on the top. It's actually on the bottom. There's a little switch you have to turn to the right, to the left side. There we go, and then you just lift it up. So what we got in here is a 2-liter V4 engine producing 300 horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque, which is very nice. It's a front-end engine. It also only has power to the front wheels, so you can't really do donuts. That's not a thing in this car. But in general, 6.7 seconds from 0 to 100. Pretty decent. Does have a lot of fun because the car is just so light. With 1,355 kilograms, it produces so much fun. Not a big engine bay, obviously, compared to the SUV we had, if you want to check it out, the Mercedes GLC 300e up on the top corner there. But let's take it for a spin, I'd say, and let's hear the sound in the back. Okay, welcome to the inside of the Polo GTI. First of all, it handles pretty nicely actually. This is my first time actually driving it, and outside temperature 4 degrees, very nice. But the sound of it just sounds amazing. Let's quickly just listen to this. Let's hear it. Let's put it down on 1. Oh, just listen to that. It sounds amazing. The sound of it just fantastic. Honestly, one of the greatest sounds I've heard on a Volkswagen so far. But the handling is also very nice. It's not very light, the steering, so it's just perfect in my opinion. It feels amazing. Just there's also the little pops you have. It's just great. Honestly, just amazing. Jesus. The acceleration, honestly, for such a small car, very fast as well. It also has the turbo compressor in there, so producing 200 horsepower, what am I saying? 200 horsepower with 320 Newton meters of torque, absolutely amazing. Also an R-line there as well, very nice. That sound is amazing, Jesus Christ. And the handling in the corner is also amazing. It's just a fun car in general, like, whew. And all those downshifts and then those little pops, just great for such a small car with 25,000 euros. Great. Okay, let's quickly do a sound test. We're gonna go under the bridge and listen to the sound. So we're gonna put it down to 2nd gear because that's what it sounds the best apparently. It's beautiful, honestly beautiful. Like, that sound is it's so great. Such a great sound. Also, one thing, we obviously have the different modes in here. So if you go into the mode button, we can select sport, individual, normal, or eco. Eco is obviously if you want to drive boringly. In this car, you can't do that. That's not a thing you can do. Okay, let's quickly do a launch control. The way you do that, put your left foot on the brake, turn off traction control. Now it's deactivated. You can see that on there, and then just put the gas up until it's stuck at the 4,000 mark, or the 3,000 actually, and then just hit it. Jesus Christ, those wheels. And there you go. Whew, that smells as well. Jesus Christ. What am I supposed to say? It's a great car. It's absolutely stunning. Sounds amazing. One of the best sounding cars I've driven. And also just the pops. I love those downshift pops. They're just amazing. and it feels great to drive. So for 25,000 euros, if you don't want to add anything to it, go right ahead and buy it. In my opinion, just buy the thing, it's beautiful. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. I am going to be uploading a video to the normal Polo very soon, so make sure to click on the top right corner if it's already available. But in general, absolutely great car. Lots of fun, so light, and you just launch control. It's just great. The wheel just spinning through due to the fact that obviously winter tires on there. But if you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.